Democratic Congressman Dan Goldman of New York. Congressman, it's great to see you. You were there today. You saw ICE arrest these people there for routine appointments. Tell us about what you saw today and what you think about it.
Well, my district office in Lower Manhattan is in a federal building where the immigration court is also. And as with all immigration courts, they have various check-ins in their cases, whether they're removal proceedings or asylum proceedings, and often they end up being both. And what has happened today, which I witnessed both in the courtroom and then in the lobby of my building, is that the Department of Homeland Security lawyers are moving to dismiss the removal proceedings, the deportation proceedings that are currently ongoing in court. And in many of those proceedings, the immigrant who is the subject of the case files an asylum claim. That is because of what they allege to be fear of persecution. And that takes a while to play out, which is part of the reason why we have such a backlog. But when they dismiss the main case, they are also essentially dismissing the asylum case that can, in theory, be remade down the road. But once there's no jurisdiction over it, then these plainclothes ICE officers with face masks are waiting in the lobby, laying in wait and waiting for the immigrants who have just been released from court and think their case was dismissed, not understanding exactly what's going on. And they're grabbing them, arresting them, detaining them, and putting them in an expedited removal proceeding. So a different removal proceeding. It is cynical. It is really cruel. And it goes against everything that the Trump administration has said. These are the opposite of, quote, murderers and child rapists. Mm-hmm. These are people who are following the process. They're going through the legal process. They're not criminals. They're not violent. They are actually trying to do the right thing in the right way, and they're getting detained because the ICE agents know where they're going to be because they report for court.
Is that why? And this is a new tactic, of arresting people at courthouses. This is not normal business that has happened through over the years. Do you think they're taking this approach because they're trying to run up their numbers? That's an incredibly cynical view, but why are they doing it?
Yes, I absolutely think that, and I think, as with most things related to Donald Trump, he's telegraphed that. He has made it clear that he's not happy with the number of deportations, which are actually, I believe, lower than what they were under the Biden administration. So rather than keep to his promise of going after convicted criminals and others who have broken the law and should be deported, he's instead just going after anyone and everyone that he can find, and he's actually disincentivizing people to follow the rules. He's creating this fear, this terror, this dynamic where people who are following the right laws, who in many cases are actually paying taxes to the U.S. Treasury, are the ones being arrested and deported, and then the ones who are not following the rules evade arrest and evade deportation, which just makes all of us much less safe. It drives people underground, and it creates a very, very uncertain and dangerous environment for immigrants.
It's also an incredibly cynical and aggressive approach to law. Is Democratic